journalist recently asked, what's the connection? Our author, Eve Ensler, was present for the birth of her granddaughter. She was in awe of vaginas before that moment. She's in deep worship now.
I was there when her vagina opened. We were all there, her mother, her husband, and I, and the nurse from the Ukraine, with her whole hand up there inside her vagina, feeling and turning with her rubber glove, talking casually to us like she was turning on a loaded faucet. I was there in the room when the contractions made her crawl on all fours, made unfamiliar moans leak out of her pores, and still there after hours when she just screamed, suddenly wild, her arms striking at the electric air. I was there when her vagina changed from a shy, sexual hole to an archaeological tunnel, a sacred vessel, a Venetian canal, a deep well with a tiny child stuck inside, waiting to be rescued. I saw the colors of her vagina. They changed. Saw the bruised, broken blue, the blistering tomato red, the gray pink, the dark. Saw the blood like perspiration around the edges. Saw the yellow, white liquid, the shit, the clots pushing out all the holes, pushing harder and harder. Saw through the hole the baby's head, scratches of black hair. Saw it just there behind the bone, a hard, round memory. As the nurse from the Ukraine kept turning and turning her slippery hand. I was there when each of us, her mother and I, held a leg and spread her wide, pushing with all our strength against her pushing, and her husband sternly counting 1, 2, 3, telling her to focus harder. We looked into her then. We couldn't get our eyes out of that place. We forget the vagina, all of us. What else would explain our lack of awe, our lack of reverence? I was there when the doctor reached in with Alice in Wonderland spoons, and there as her vagina became a wide, operatic mouth singing with all its strength. First the little head, then the gray flopping arm, then the fast swimming body swimming quickly into our beeping arms. I was there. Later, when I just turned and faced her vagina, I stood and let myself see her, all spread, completely exposed, mutilated, swollen, and torn, bleeding all over the doctor's hands, who was calmly sewing her there. I stood and her vagina suddenly became a wide, red, pulsing heart. The heart is capable of sacrifice. So is the vagina. The heart is able to forgive and repair. It can change its shape to let us in and can expand to let us out. So can the vagina. It can ache for us and stretch for us and die for us and bleed us into this difficult, wondrous world. I was there in the room. I remember.
University refuses to stand by as more than 1 billion women experience violence. Tonight we are rising with millions of women and men around the world to say enough, the violence stops now. 1 billion rising is an appreciation, an amplification, and an escalation. 1 billion rising is a global call to action. We have gathered throughout the world. 1 billion rising is a communal joining us in solidarity, purpose, and energy, showing the world our collective strength, our numbers, our unity. 1 billion rising is shaping the world into a new consciousness. We are dancing across every country on every continent. Dancing insists we take up space. It has no set direction, but we go there together. It's dangerous, joyous, sexual, healthy, disruptive. It breaks the rules. It can happen anywhere, at any time, with anyone and everyone. It's free. It requires touching the music. No corporation can control it. It joins us and pushes us to go further. It's contagious and it spreads quickly. It's of the body. It's transcendent. We are dancing in defiance of the injustices we and our mothers, sisters, lovers, and friends have suffered. 1 Billion Rising is a celebration. We are dancing in the streets, in churches, in stadiums, in huts, and in our homes. We are shaking the planet today in a powerful act of refusal to let the violence continue. We are saying no more. We are 1 billion rising. I am rising because ignorance is not an excuse.
I'm rising because I want a better life for my daughter.
I'm rising because of the media's interpretation negatively of the verdict in Steubenville, Ohio.
I am rising because there's a parking lot on this campus nicknamed Rape Valley.
I am rising because my children will not have to experience what I did.
I am rising because questions like, why are you wearing that, and you shouldn't have gone, and why are you there, are still being asked.
I'm rising because boys to be boys is bullshit.
I am rising because it is time to step up and join the movement.
I am rising because the violence needs to stop.
I am rising because victim blaming should not be tolerated.
I am rising because I am setting an example.
We are rising, and we expect you to as well.
Thank you.